Oh, somebody did just tell me they liked you in it.
Who?
A habilitator.
Who? Really?
Yeah, a girl. They're like, I like the guy that's in there.
No way.
Like, he's funny or something.
Oh, cool. I'm funny. Maybe we'll put this in there so people know people like me. Okay, let's start.
Hi, I'm Courtney Peters.
And I'm Phil Schlemmer.
And welcome to Into the Spectrum. We're getting good at this.
Yep.
What's the musical term that
so
we're like
cheesy.
together?
So cheesy.
Well, a little cheesy.
Harmony.
Oh, harmony. We're doing it in such good
harmony.
harmony. So, today's topic, we're going to do one of the beginning social things that we do with another person, which is Phil's demonstrating right now. Thanks for demonstrating, Phil.
Eye contact.
Eye contact. So we're going to be looking for that good eye contact.
Sorry, that might have been creepy because I was like staring. I tend to look like a, horror movie villain sometimes
He
when
does
I do
actually.
that. But, so hopefully that didn't scare you too much. All right, so let's see. So, oh yeah, she was telling me basically what happens when people teach it a lot. There's something that happens, which is why we're going to show you an alternative way to teach eye contact. But
Right.
tell them about that, what you were telling me before.
Well, what happens is if you're trying to teach it, a lot of times what people do is point to their own eye and say, look at me, or the person's name. So if I'm using Phil, I'm going to say Phil. But look at me or Phil, and a lot of times we're pointing and doing that motion and trying to prompt it, trying to help it to happen. Well, let's see what happens when I do it with Phil. So if I say, Phil, look at me. Well, what happened there was he imitated my motion, but he still didn't give me eye contact. So that's the problem when you're running into some of these prompts or some of these cues to try to help.
Yeah, that can happen because,
Right.
like, normally you're showing them what to do, prompting, right? Or modeling is the terms I've learned.
Yep.
And you're showing them what to do usually, so that's a normal thing. So they're so used to copying you.
Yes.
And so this is why we have an alternative method to show you. So
Right. We have to get creative and try different ways. How else can we get this? So
this is fun.
here's a fun one.
Show it to us now.
So what's cool is this is very, very easy to make. And we essentially only need two things. We need some scissors and we need some index cards.
Cool.
So we have some fun index cards, colored, but it doesn't matter. Pink, green, blue.
Pick a card.
I'm going to go with green.
That's my favorite color.
Oh.
At least it was when I was a kid.
Is that okay?
I'll go with blue, your favorite.
That one is my favorite, at least when I was a kid.
I remembered.
Okay, so what I'm going to do with this, we'll both make one just for fun. And so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to fold it in half.
Fold it, okay.
Yep. And then what I'm going to do is get the scissors and I'm going to cut out that rectangle in here. So watch this. We're going to cut this rectangle. Doop-de-doop. So 3 cuts is all you need.
Don't cut towards yourself.
Your turn.
Like Courtney does. And almost cuts herself lots of times.
Your turn. So
sorry.
this part right here. By the way, I did get a cut on myself recently. So he's a little bit right.
Yeah. You got
But-
always cut away from your hands, not towards.
So
Safety first.
safety first. This part right here is garbage. We don't need it.
I made mine like different. So
Oh,
you
hey.
can make fun shapes, right?
Check you
We can
out
make fun
getting
shapes.
creative.
I don't know if it's
How clever are you? Let's see how this looks. Oh, yeah. That is
How does it
fun.
look?
Let's put the scissors down now.
Yeah. Now that I'm trying to be safety
Who's
first.
safety first now?
Okay. You got me.
All right, so what we actually just made little masks. How cool are these? And Phil came up with a fun way to do it, kind of in the shape of the eyeballs.
I would want to decorate mine though. Put some
Right.
beads, put some color on there. Just have some fun with it.
I think that's an awesome idea. Another idea is to put on stickers of somebody's favorite character. So you can put little Mickey Mouse characters or whatever they like.
Yeah.
And we can put those on there, different cars. So it can be really fun. So you can decorate these.
Okay, so just give us a demonstration on how you would use this thing then.
So what we would do is use this to try to gain the attention. And they would usually not have a mask, but Phil made his own.
Oh.
No, but you can help decorate it. No big deal at all. But what we do is I would hold this up and say, Phil, Hey, you just
Oh, you
looked at
actually
me.
got me. I wasn't even paying attention, but it worked. It really worked.
See how that works?
Oh.
Pretty amazing. But it just makes it more fun. And so you get to hold something up, you make it a little bit fun. And they also sell some masks in the grocery stores. We found some that were the dogs.
Yeah, but what do you think about that? Because the ones we found were like full face masks.
Right.
So what I was thinking is, well, maybe they're just looking at the mouth or, the ears, the hat that it had on. So is it better to just have like an eye mask?
Right. Well, I've seen it work with the full mask. I think it depends. If it is too distracting, that it's too much, and try to make something a little bit more simple. But I have seen it where we've worn the full mask and they're still giving the eye contact. But I must say it might be harder to fade and get rid of, because again, we don't want to be using this forever. We don't want it always to be there, but we want it to be able to get rid of it, right?
Okay,
When we're
so
getting
it'd
that
be
eye
easier
contact.
using this. Why? Well, so show us how you would do it first on how you would use this to teach it, right?
Right. So what
Yeah.
I would do is, if I'm trying to say his name and get his attention, I would say, Phil. Oh, and he just looked, and
Oh,
he
wait,
just
you
gave me
already
that,
showed. Okay.
and he gave me that eye contact. And so I would try to wait until he's not watching his favorite show or things like that, because really, who looks at you when they're watching their favorite show?
True.
But so try to wait when they're not doing their most favorite thing or watching the iPad. So that could be very distracting. So I would try during times that they're not doing those things.
Okay. So how many times do you have to actually, or how many times do they have to get it right? Like every time you do it before you start to get rid of this?
Well, I would say you would have to get it most of the time. Not every single time you do it, just most of the time.
So like 80% about?
80% is perfect, actually.
And then you can start getting rid
8
of
out of 10,
this. Okay.
80%.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
So-
awesome.
So yeah, then how do we get rid of this?
So when you're starting to get rid of this, what you do is fold it. So it's getting smaller and smaller. So you would do it the same way. So I would say, Phil,
Courtney.
and looking, and we're doing the same way, which is it folded. And then after they're doing this most of the time, or 8 out of 10, or 80%,
Then fold it again.
fold it again. So then you're folding it again. And then you would do it the same way.
Courtney.
Got it. So that's perfect. And then there gets to be a point where you can't really fold it anymore, right? How are you
Yeah.
supposed to do it?
So then, what do you do?
So after that, what you're going to do is you're going to start to just flash it. So we can do maybe a little flash like Phil.
Courtney.
Yep. And there's just that little flash. And then what you can try to do is see if you can sort of keep this in your lap and just be a clue down here. So they might just see this green that I've been using down here as a clue. So I would say Phil, and it's down here, and he still looked at me. So that was perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Awesome.
And then of course you would want to get rid of it and not have to use it anymore.
So what if I see that you're saying my name all the time? So Phil.
Right.
I mean, there's probably, you want eye contact in a lot of other situations, right? Where you're there's a lot of not just saying name,
Yeah.
right? So how would you do that? Like if you want them to look at you when
Right.
you're just asking them a question or
Right.
whatever, right?
I love that you asked this question. I love that you just thought of that, because you're absolutely right. We don't want eye contact just when we're calling somebody's name or saying, look at me.
Yeah, by the way, we're making these up as we go, so these aren't rehearsed. I'm just trying to pick her brain, so she's on the spot right now.
So anyways, yeah, definitely. So what you would do is when you're asking for something, so say you're asking me for juice.
Okay, can I have juice?
And so I'm putting this up the same way I did, but I'm going to use it when you're asking for something, because I want that eye contact when he's asking. So he's going to say, I want juice. Well, I'm going to put it up to my eyes and want that eye contact.
Cool, awesome.
So when you're asking for stuff. And then what about during conversation? So if I'm saying, how was your day today? I'm going to put it up again and want him to answer
wow.
with eye contact.
Cool, so you can just use it all the time whenever
So-
you want eye contact.
Totally. Different times with eye contact, you can try it out.
Cool, wow.
Yeah, kind of awesome. I really do love that you asked that question. That was a great
Awesome.
question.
Well, I don't think I have any more questions.
Okay.
So, okay, if you guys have any questions about this,
Any more questions?
or comments, let us know in the comments. And please click the thumbs up button. It will help us out a lot. And make sure you subscribe by clicking Courtney's head, hitting the subscribe button, or the subscribe button down there. So that would all really help us out. Thanks so much for watching.
Thanks so much for watching.
Yep.
Let us know if you used it and how it worked out.
Yep. And we're trying to come out with video every week, so sometimes it doesn't happen, but we try. So thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Was that it?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.